Welcome back in, everyone. This is episode 24 of the 1950s Survival, going from $0 to $10 million. And we are here in the month of September at 6:16 in the morning, ready to go. What we're going to be doing this month is planting our largest field. So it is a little dark out here, but it's fine. It's going to get pretty bright pretty fast because we're sticking with that 5 times speed. But our largest field over there, let's do some barley in it. And that barley is going to end up turning into chicken feed. Now, I don't think there's a swath dropping with barley, but we'll figure that out as time goes on and after the harvest, of course. This one planter here will not be enough, and I guess I got to open it up. I was like, why is that not working? And open it up, that would do it. $39 for that seed right there. This thing only holds 85 liters. Ooh, that is not good at all. I'm gonna end up buying 2 more of them, getting them out here, maybe 3 more of them, get all 4 of the tractors out here running. Might be a good idea. First one off and going here, and I think I'm gonna have to refill this a couple of times. I could turn on that buy seed option, but I'm gonna avoid that for right now. I'll just go ahead and top it off as it goes. Looks like it's gonna take a little over 23 minutes with all 4 of these out here, but I don't have all 4 of them out here. Let's start buying some. Hopefully I got enough money. I can't exactly remember how I set up the previous one. Wish I was an option where you could just select it and go with it. I mean, this is FS22. FS25 still doesn't have that option where you can just be like, hey, I want it to look like the previous one I had. But either way, I think we got enough money. $1,250 for one of them. Let's go ahead and buy 3 of them. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3 right there. Well, this may prove to be a problem. I didn't even get the second tractor out here in time, and this one already ran out of seeds. So maybe I will be turning on that buying seeds option. And plus, it didn't even make it 2 headlands around. Looks like it did start the second headland, so 1.5 headland around, it ran out. Got the second one over here already filled up, about to hit the field, but I'm not fast enough. Yeah, I was totally confused where my other tractors were. I forgot I stuck them up in here. It looks like this is where they're at. Let's get them out there. 2 tractors on the field now, and let's see if I can get them out there before one of them runs out. Not sure how I did it, but got the 4th one out here before another one ran out. So I guess mainly it took too long to probably purchase the seeders. That's probably what happened. Either way, they're all out here going now. I do not have it on buying seeds or anything like that. It looks like a little spotty. Spots being missed here and there. You can see where the lime's still left behind. I don't know how that's looking on the map. Let's see what that looks like. Kind of hit and miss, I guess. I can see a little bit right here behind E. There's one spot, but the other spots I cannot see. So I'll take a look at that at the end, go back through, touch up what gets missed, and go from there. Trying to knock out a few things here and there in between the refills. Looks like we got one needing refilled, and I'll probably have to do them back to back to back possibly here in a second. But while all that's going on, I'm gonna let them run. I'm gonna refill these seeders myself, and then try to load up logs and get them sold at the same time. Oh, looks like I got a tree down over there. I should probably take care of that here in a second too. D-lemon. Guess that was done last time. It's really not that hard of a thing to take care of this stuff right here. All I gotta do is just put it on last waypoint after I top it off, and then hit play. It'll go right back to where it was. Looks like we got another one somewhere out there. I guess right here. Same thing, top it off, hit last waypoint. I like to at least get it on the field or close to where it was last. That way it doesn't spend so much time driving really slow over to the point. I guess there is probably easier ways I can do this. Edit the XML, just go ahead and set it on buy-in, or maybe even get some sort of seed runner type thing and just be out here on the field refilling them over and over again. I don't know if that was really a thing back in the 1950s, so I'm not going to waste my time looking into it though. Maybe y'all can let me know in the comments. Just got done de-lemming this tree, and I tell you what, this is so nice. Been doing a lot of forestry work here lately over on FS25, and it is so different. If y'all didn't know, I do live streams over on my other channel, LFG Dad. It is a lot of variety live streaming, but I do live stream Farming Simulator over there as well. Not any Farming Simulator 22, but Farming Simulator 25, I do live streams over there, and most of the time they are multiplayer. So if you want to check those out, make sure you go over to my other channel, LFG Dad. Should be somewhere on the homepage. If not on there, I'm sure you can search it and probably find it. Now you may notice these logs are not all the way to the back. I'm not doing those 2 stacks anymore where it's 6 meters front, 6 meters back, because this truck actually gets overloaded way too easy. I mean, a really nice semi, really nice. I believe the engine's already upgraded way past what it should have been in the 1950s. But hey, it's cool. Maybe we were a good mechanic and got it upgraded ourselves. But either way, 9-meter logs here, gonna top it off, and then we should be able to drive to the sell point a lot easier than previously. You know what, ignore what I just said, because apparently this is having a hard time as well. 6 miles an hour up this hill, I don't know. It was doing 1 and 2 miles an hour. There it goes. Maybe if I wasn't driving over a log, it would be fine, but I am driving over a little log there. Well, that's pretty fast. Looks like we got 1 finished worker all done there. And I'm still trying to get those logs over there. You can see that semi back there in the background, getting closer and closer. Now here's a big question. Do I go through and touch up all these little spots where all this lime is left over? I don't think so. And we'll look at that a little bit later once we get done with the very last tractor. The planting part was the easy part. The hard hard part is trying to figure out where I'm going to put all these. I'm actually going to go ahead and put them underneath this cover over here, trying to put stuff up underneath cover. Now, of course, this door right here is going to be blocked, but do we use it for anything? No, we don't. Maybe I shouldn't block it anyways, but it'd be fine. Moving these logs over to the sell point because we're a little under $12,000, but I keep seeing that sawmill right there thinking, hey, maybe I should top that off more, but it's probably got quite a bit in it already. I know it produces pretty slowly because we looked at that previously with trying to sell off in June or July with that furniture during the best sell time. It was like, hey, it's not enough. Let's not sell it off. So I think it's safe to say, let's just go ahead and sell these off right here. It looks like we got another finished worker up there. 2 tractors down, 2 more to go. Let's see how that field looks with all those spots in a second, but first, we're going to sell this off. Full load of logs right there, $27,747 plus a $2,240 environmental score reward. Man, I am loving that environmental score reward. Really surprised it's up there in a positive and not a negative though. By the time I go over here to this tractor, looks like another one finished up, and then the third one's going to be coming up here in just a second to finish. Please, please, please have enough seeds, and I ain't got to top it off. All the seeding is all done, and with all them finishing up so closely together, I'm able to use the follow me mod and get them coming behind me, but I don't see them anymore. Looks like those tractors are driving themselves back there, so kind of creepy. All the seeders are now put away underneath that cover right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, all done. Now we got 4 tractors sitting over here doing nothing. Next up, we're going to roll these seeds down. I don't know, did I roll them down last time? I'm not sure. Let's see what kind of roller we got out there if we have one. I do know we got a grassland roller over there. Oh, wait a second. I think I remember this one right here being the roller. That is the roller for the seed stuff right there. And sorry I ran so fast. Every now and then I like to run a little fast. There's a whole lot of spots left on this field here. Does that mean it missed on the planting? I really don't think it did. Let's look at the map real quick. And looky here. No spots on this map layout at all. That one that was there previously, I guess, got touched up by a tractor passing by later on after I showed you. But no spots. So I'm going to trust that it did its job. We'll see during harvest time if there's bunch of spotty little spots everywhere throughout this field. But next up, it needs rolling. Also, our pH value is saying good, but it's really not good in all the places. Some of them are actually reading bad. Actually, you know what? Some of them are reading perfect. I don't know. Maybe we'll go through, put down some more lime. Also, the nitrogen is bad. That is the fertilizer. We'll need to do that as well. But first up, let's go ahead and roll these seeds in the ground. Instead of getting all 4 of these tractors set up with a roller, I'm going to go ahead and just set up 2 of them with rollers. I'll have to buy a new one. Then one of them's going to take care of the lime. One of them's going to take care of the fertilizing. And that should be able to knock out all the work we need done. I'm really debating whether I should do this or not because we didn't even make it very far and it's already out. Now it is saying perfect over the spot that we just went over, and with precision farming it shouldn't use more. We got a okay here, we got a perfect here and there, we got good here and there. Actually, you know what? I don't think any of it does say perfect, and I don't know how big of a difference perfect is going to make. But I do know without adding any pH value, any nitrogen, we are sitting at an expected yield of 91% right here in this area with a yield potential of 125%. So let's go ahead and get this topped off one more time, and I'm going to turn on the buy and lime. That way it could go a little bit faster, but there's a cautionary area right there because if I run the fertilizer at the same time, it's going to buy fertilizer. I do not want that to happen, or do I? Maybe I do. Luckily, the roller doesn't cost too much money. We're going to buy one more here for $1,500. There was one that had 4 meter working with. Let's look at that real quick, but this is ours now. 4 meter working with over here, but it requires 60 horsepower, so I'm guessing I can only do that with the big old bulldozer tractor I got. I should probably give it a try with this tractor because this one actually runs really good. Even though it has a 50 horsepower requirement, it still runs really, really fast, really, really good, making me think that 4 meter one will actually work really fine with this tractor because I believe this tractor right here only has 51 horsepower. Yeah, I had to go ahead and check that out. Looks like our tractor does only have 51 horsepower right here. Hold up, do I got all different tractors? Oh wow, I guess 2 of the tractors I have are 35 horsepower. I was not paying attention there. Oopsie. I actually confirmed this is one of my smaller tractors, so I probably could go up to that 4 meter roller. Not going to worry about it right now, but with this being one of my smaller tractors, and oh my gosh, I just realized I made a mistake. I started it up on the wrong side. I was like, wait a second, this looks familiar. So it's just rolling what already been rolled. Let me fix that real quick. But this one only has 35 horsepower and can run this pretty good. I had it set on left 1. Let's put it over on right 1 this time. There it goes. You can start back up and get going. Ooh, just top this thing off right here. $454 for one top off here. Gosh, I mean, it was almost empty, but I am really, really worried about how much fertilizer this field's going to take. Now, previously, whenever we fertilized, it didn't take much because we were doing a grass field, but now this is not a grass field. Anything outside of grass fields usually uses a lot more fertilizer, and that is what really, really worries me. I'm going to go ahead and knock this out myself, keep a close eye on it. I mean, this is definitely something I do not want to be buying. The lineman is still going. going. That's why the money's dropping a little extra fast, because we're buying some lime there. And that one would require refilling multiple times, like 10 to 20 probably. But this one right here, I'll probably have to refill right around 5 times, looking like. Liming is all done. That's that finished work in the top left. We can see that money's definitely slowed down a lot on the whole drop in speed type thing there right there. And I just thinking, should I go ahead and hire a worker with this? Nah, I'll knock it out myself. I'm not in too much of a hurry. I mean, even hiring a worker and refilling it every now and then would probably be a smart decision. And I am wasting a lot over to the right. It may look like I'm wasting a lot over to the right, but it's really not. With precision farming, it does not waste any over the field. For example, precision farming here is still activated. I got the seeder activated. There it goes. It started up, but it wasn't running there for a second. Even once I get done right here, it's gonna stop. That's the great thing about precision farming. It's not gonna waste the seeds or fertilizer or anything like that. I wonder when it's coming to FS25 if it hasn't already. Just ran out of my first thing of fertilizer. Looks like I did a up down kinda. I mean, I had a little bit of a side area there I had to take care of. You know, a little side quest, like side quests in these games and everything. 400 liters right there is costing $480. That would be more than doubled. I think it's actually just a doubled rate from the other buy price, not this buy price, because that buy price right there is actually cheaper than the one at the store. Just topped off again, another $480 gone for 400 liters of fertilizer, but this should be the last one. I'm really thinking it is gonna be the last one. All done with the fertilizing, and that finished work up there is one of the rollers. Another one should be wrapping up here pretty soon. Got this lime spreader one up here in the way as well. Just trying to drive it off the field and then get busy with something else. Y'all know how it goes. 85 liters left over right here. I'll probably go top it off. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll just end up saving that money for right now and spend it on a rainy day instead. Taking a quick walk across the field here, and it's all looking really good. Now, we do miss a little bit there with the yield potential and the yield expected. I think that's mulching or something like that. I don't know. I never get a perfect matchup on that, because there's a few steps I don't do that I'm probably should be doing. Now, we're actually done with this month, unless I just decide to go out there and cut down a bunch of trees, which I really don't want to deal with right now. Next month, we will be harvesting this grass. Let's get to sleep and start that up. Ooh, it is really, really dark this morning, but the later in the year we get, the darker it's gonna get. I'm not actually too worried about it, because I can see lights over there straight ahead of us, but I can't see lights over here in our new building. Let's go ahead and get some lights in here while it's still dark. I think about this more. Maybe I should have done this during daytime. That is looking a lot better. It is lit up over there. And now I don't do much at nighttime, but every now and then I do. And I just realized, hey, our sawmill's not lit up. Let's go ahead and take care of that too. There we go. Now we're all completely lit up. That should do the job. Let's get out there and go ahead and start up these tractors on the mowing. I did just notice we might have some bad weather coming soon. Let's see what that is. Looks like right around 9 a.m. we're going to get some rain. And how long is that going to last? Oh, no. Going to last almost all day long. And a little bit after 1400, I guess it's going to stop. Ooh, that's not good. Well, early start shouldn't be too bad, right? I don't know why I haven't went through and went ahead and set up the course for ×2 with the pickup. Oh, well, I usually just started up kind of in the center here, and that's where I'm going to start up right here. This is not exactly the center, but it will do for now and keep it moving pretty fast, I think. Whoa, hold up. Never mind. That's not going to work. It's going in a different direction. Na, 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 na. Oh, man, I messed that up, I guess. Looks like this will do the job a little bit. Now, of course, once that other one catches up to where there's no grass left on the field for it to pick up, I'll go ahead and move it further on down the line as well. I'll try to remember next time around to actually change it over to 2 times pickup so they can both be going at the same time. And hopefully we get the up downs in the same direction as well. Looking a little more into this right here, and I guess the furniture is up there in a really, really good sell price right now. That little blue arrow to the left thing, I've never actually had anything hit those sell points before, but I believe that's an extra sell of some sort that's going to raise the value of it. And that's why it's showing up as a bright green right over here as well. $12,051 of value. Now let's go ahead and take a quick peek in here and see exactly which locations is taking this for best sell price and everything. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Let's see here. Come on. Hide can't sell. View value at sell points. It's not showing me a value at a sell point or anything like that. That's weird. Did come in here. Looks like the farm shop is up there quite a bit as well. Let's see here. Is there a price fluctuation? Yes, there is. 2309 showing the highest in October. And guess what? We are in October right now. That value is probably going down with every minute though. The 2309 was probably closer towards the midnight time. Ooh, man. Thinking about stopping one of these workers. Oh, this would be the one to stop. Actually, it's got the front loader stuff on it. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Start loading that stuff up or just hauling it over there. I don't know. Either way, we're going to get it over there. Looking a little closer at this, I guess I do not have anything for pallets, picking up pallets. This will work for picking up pallets. Pretty awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and purchase some pallet forks as well, and we'll pop that weight on the back of this because I got to fill in these pallets. Might be a little too heavy to lift up onto either a trailer or a truck bed or just drive over there. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this quite yet. yet. Yeah, looks like that furniture price did drop. Oh my gosh, it's out of the bright green now. Holy cow, we missed it. Completely missed it. I don't know if I like how fast this is going here. Looks like both mower tractors are all done here. That one's all done because that person just disappeared and it says finished work in the top left now. But we'll go ahead and get these off the field, put away. There's actually something else I want to do because I believe this is the last time I'm going to be using any of this equipment until next year. So it looks like those spots where that lime was left over is actually not planted. I was kind of worried about that, but oh well, I'll leave it. It's fine. We'll go with it. We can see little spots here and there throughout this field. It's gonna bother me, but I know for the future to go ahead and fix that. Let's see if I can remember though in the future. Here's what I was wanting to do. I don't know. I didn't really look around for a different one, but it's a workshop. It's the No Man's Land workshop. It looks like it fits this situation pretty good with the way I got this old wooden barn type stuff going on. We'll go ahead and put this in right here. Should work out great, hopefully. Let's see what happens. Not only do I want to repair all this equipment before winter, I also want to go ahead and clean it up as well. Now, will I clean up all of it? I don't know. Probably just in passing, I'll clean it up over time as it gets used, but I definitely need to do a lot of maintenance to these tractors. Let's see why. Okay, that one's not a good example because it's only got 2.8 hours and the maintenance is way, way up there. Let's see if I can find an older one. Still not a good example. 3 hours on this one and the maintenance is way, way up there as well. I guess our old ones are out here on the field. Look at that. That maintenance is all the way down there. Don't know if it's really the trailer or if it's the tractor. I believe it's mainly the tractor because I have been noticing that this whole time while planting the field and then getting all this set up and everything for mowing. I've been noticing some of them have been down there quite a bit on the maintenance area, and we'll get all this done, taken care of before winter hits. Rain is now here, but the workers are still going, so I am very, very grateful for that. Did not want to have to stop for the rain. Now, of course, I'm sure this is not good for the equipment or anything like that, but it should be fine. It's just a game, right? And I'm sure this worker right here is hating his life having to be out here in the rain doing this. One forage wagon all done right here. Quite a bit left over there. I'll just let that one do its thing while I start working on some maintenance stuff possibly, or I got some stuff to do in real life, you know, like cook these kids some food and eat the food. We ended up with 54,683 liters out of this one right here. The other one should be somewhat close, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I stopped right there. I was thinking about picking that little piece up that got mowed down. I'll get that with the next one. I'm sure I'll forget though. Last tractor here all done picking up the grass. 84,328 liters right there. That is looking pretty good. You know, this is the only thing I've really modded the XML file to. Maybe there's a few other ones in there, but I really need to mod the ones that use the fertilizer and the lime because I keep having to refill them so many times. But this also took a lot of unloading to do. It would took a whole lot of unloading to do on that field we just finished. And I'm pretty sure I just said to do. Oh well. Looking in here in the bottom right, we got a bunch of grass in there. You know what? Let's go to a different screen. That probably showed it a little better. Okay, looks like we got 130,000 liters of grass in there. Hays, 144,000, silage, 290. What are we making here? Looks like we're making just hay right now. Trying to focus on getting the hay and the silage kind of balanced out right there. And I got a feeling it's going to be pretty balanced out once this is all done running through it. Once those two are balanced out, we can start making some TMR, I believe, because we have hay and silage right here. That makes some TMR. Now TMR means cows. Heck yes, I am so ready for some cows. Let's get some cows out here soon. I don't think we're going to get them in this year, but let's go through and do some maintenance to these tractors, get it all taken care of, see how much it costs. I'm really not sure. Might do a little paint job to them too. You know, that's one thing I really don't care too much about. Also, got to wash them up. Man, this forage wagon is so dirty. I don't think it's going to be very damaged, but it did look very, very damaged. Of course, we're just using a bucket and a sponge here. I didn't want to go with any high pressure washer of some sort because I don't know what was around back in 1951, plus I don't want to do the research on that. Now that both of those are all clean, let's go ahead and look in here at some maintenance. I guess it's inside here. I had to turn this little trigger thing on. I had no idea where it was at. Really like this. That's pretty cool. And holy cow, let there be light. It got bright in here. I guess I turned on with the door opening maybe? Interesting. And looky there, I did get parked in both of them. We got a repair option here for the tractor of $1,235. Let's do that real quick. Also want to possibly customize it because I don't know if this is the one that goes up even higher. Let's see here. Farmall MD right there. That would be the one. I believe the Farmall MD is the more horsepower. Hold on, where are we sitting at? That's only 35 horsepower. That's 51. Okay, so the Super M is what we're going with. We need that Super M. This one's already good. We're good there. Now we'll look at repairing this as well. We can repair it. I do not see any option to repaint. I guess we can't do that right here, but I'm also not worried about paint conditions. It is going to look a little old, beat up and everything like that, of course, but it's fine. Let's just get this stuff repaired and put back away and probably sleep through the winter. Not sure what's going on here, but I can't seem to pick the sponge up again. So yeah, let's just go ahead and repair this stuff. Okay, I pulled the tractor away, then I came over here and I was able to pick the sponge up. Maybe I just had the vehicle too close. Let's try that again. And there it goes. Looks like it's going to work now. Both these are actually already repaired. I guess if I want to do the whole paint job, I got to take it all the way up to the shop and their store or whatever, possibly. honestly. Part of me is a little confused on why I'm even worrying about washing this. It's just going to be so dirty as soon as we get around to doing our first piece of field work next year. Now, I believe this is a tractor I want to actually upgrade because it's got that MD on the side. I can see it from here through the window. I believe it's got to be a Super M. Let's just go ahead and repair this stuff. Not going to wash it. Like I mentioned, it just seems like it's going to be a waste having to wash this stuff. But we'll come in here and hit customize. Let's see here. Is there Super M or Super MD, I guess? Wait, hold on. Where is the high-powered one? There it is right there. 51 horsepower. $7,000 for that. Ooh, man, I'm not liking that, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Another $7,000 gone right there, and that's going to take our balance down to $6,121, unfortunately. I don't even know if that's going to be enough money to survive the winter because I believe each month we're going to be losing some money. I should probably look again some sort of greenhouses in here to get some sort of passive income coming in. I think I did mention one time about getting like solar panels or something like that, just kind of jokingly mentioning it, but I should probably go away from that joke and instead of doing generators that way, we could do generators with greenhouses. I just realized I forgot to do the liming and the fertilizing over here. I wonder if this will grow on its own without me doing anything to it. I believe you got to do either the fertilizing or the rolling to it to make it start growing. I don't want to mess with it. I think we're good on grass and everything. Let's just take a little walk back over to our house and sleepy sleep, and I'll look at it next month. Looks like I don't have to do anything to it, and the grass did start growing up. That is awesome. I thought you had to do something. I guess not. So we're at stage 2 or 3 here. That's good. It's going to grow up. We're not going to get as much yield on the next harvest of it, but we'll be fine. Now let's look into our other fields. Large field over here doing really good. Expected yield 99%, yield potential 100%. That is awesome. Growth stage 3 of 6, so I guess we got 3 more months, 4 more months, something like that. I feel like that doesn't line up very well with the months. We got some large weeds over here, but we're not doing anything with this field until around springtime, I think. Let's go ahead and sleep till January and get this year over with. We're now in the month of January. It looks like we got a little snowman still set up over here, a little snow texture going on with our house over here as well. I don't think we got any snow out on the ground, and I mean, nothing to think about. I can obviously see there's no snow out on the ground, but we'll see if anything spawns in. One thing we do need to turn off is probably this over here. Let's see exactly how much we got of everything in here, or we could just turn it over to TMR. Looking in here, we're done making grass hay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and start making TMR. We're at an almost perfect 1-for-1 ratio type thing over here. It's 275,000 liters of hay, then 290,000 liters of silage, and we'll just go ahead and turn that over to TMR. I was trying to get it perfect. Well, I mean, as perfect as it can be, and this is pretty close, I would say. Now, that would probably blow through and make really fast, and we could probably go ahead and get some cows within the end of this month or next month, and we probably could have got some cows last month or the month before that. Fields are still looking good. We're in growth stage 3 of 6 here, so yeah, I guess those didn't really line up with the month, but it's all good. One thing I do need to do is go ahead and start loading up all our furniture. That way we can at least have it ready to sell, because by the time it takes me to load it versus the sale price, it's probably going to take me longer to load it, and it's going to take the sale price down. Mentioning the sell price, let's go ahead and take a quick peek in here and looking at the sell values of stuff. Hey, I mean, a lot of stuff is as good price in January, but it's not quite there. I'm looking for that bright green. I mean, at least we got some wood chips there, but only $35 worth, not going to worry about. I'm excited to say that we are done with this year. It should say 1952 there in the top right, but it does not. We noticed previously that there's a little mess up. It will switch over in like March or something like that, and I can manually switch it over, and I'll probably do that next episode. We're done with the year 1951. We're done with this episode. Really want to thank y'all so much for stopping in and watching. I really do appreciate it. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, because they're always welcome. Very much appreciate it and very much need it. And until next time, y'all take care.